Okay, folks, welcome to Crypto with James. We're talking about the crypto market today and some pretty exciting news regarding regarding not only crypto services within the UK, but also what's believed to be a fairly significant shift in outlook on crypto. So I'll get into all that in a second. As always, spreadsheets updated. These were the first 26 coins I spoke about on YouTube, and Udemy was the Phantom course. If you'd invested $100 to each one, you'd be in profit for $29,400. Add in your $2,600 investment, you'd be sitting on 32 G's. I've held every single one of these at one point or another, cashed out in profit, except Grin sucked. And reinvested all that money into new cryptos. I've built a portfolio that's designed to make the maximum gains in this bull cycle. If you want to see exactly what I'm holding and the huge benefits of these coins, then check out Copy My Crypto. The link is down below. This bull cycle is in full flow, even if we're experiencing a small retracement right now. And yeah, we've still got major parabolic moves to be made over the coming months, and some crazy profits that are going to be available for everyone to make. So if you're not sure what to hold, check the link in the description. Right. So we've had about 4.5% retracement across the market so far. Nothing out of the ordinary at all. Like, if we look at the dailies on Binance, you know, we're still making higher lows. You know, yesterday's was a pretty decent sized retracement from 49,500 down to 47,600. And to be fair, you know, we could drop down to, you know, the really low 46s and retest the 200-day moving average, but even then you'd still be making higher lows before I'm sure it would rebound, because that moving average is going to present a line of support soon. You know, now that it's cracked through, the next test should be a line of support, so we will see. But I mean, even on the weekly, you know, we've had before this week, and this week's still not done. There's 4 days, 12 hours left. But we had 4 weeks in a row where it went from 31,611 to a close of 49,000. So in literally 4 weeks, it went up like 60%. So it's having a small retracement. But even in the biggest run, like, even the most consecutive weekly green candles have been like 6 weeks, which was in October to November. And then we just had some parabolic weeks. And we've not really seen these parabolic weeks yet in this second wave. So I do think we're going to experience some of these massive green candles, but it is just healthy retracement. So I'm not actually in any way worried. I still think we're well into this bull cycle, and there's some really exciting moves to be made today as well. We're not at a point where the market's made a decision which way we're going. I think we're probably going to lean down, possibly retest this 200-day moving average before another run upwards, but we'll see. It might just rebound, because what we have seen when actually we have a green candle day after a couple of red or a few red is the green candle completely exceeding the previous red candle. You know, we saw it here, we've seen it here, we saw it here, although technically that one was not so great. You know, so I don't think we'll necessarily have a huge big day. I think we'll probably retest, but all in, looking really positive. Now, PayPal have actually finally launched its crypto service in the UK. So that will allow UK residents to buy, hold, and sell crypto. So that should be starting this week, which is pretty exciting. And that's been something that UK residents have been a bit frustrated at for a while. So it's a really positive step in the right direction for crypto and for PayPal and for UK citizens. We'll see what the FCA and banks do about it, because banks seem to have all of a sudden taken a very negative approach to crypto in the UK. Well, particularly with Binance, less so with others. Binance, they seem to have got, their hair out of place about it. We're not with Coinbase, but Coinbase report to HMRC, so they're not going to be upset with Coinbase, are they? So yeah, it's going to be interesting, but that's really positive news. Now, the more interesting one is Deloitte issued a basically like a survey for like 1,300 executives, as in banking executives, and when questioning these guys, they found that 76% of these banking executives believe that Bitcoin and crypto will serve as an alternative, could serve as an alternative or replacement for fiat currencies in the next 5 to 10 years. Now, I'd be surprised if it was 5 years. That would be really fast adoption, and that would be the banks moving faster than they ever move about stuff like this, especially something that's going to change the entire system. I think that would take 10 years for them to get their backside into gear. But 81% of these executives believe that blockchain is broadly scalable and has already reached mainstream adoption. And 73% think their company should adopt crypto and blockchain, or they'll risk losing competitive advantage. And that's something I've had a conversation with about a couple guys that I know within the banking system, because their banks are slow movers. Now, Wall Street banks, Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan have begun rolling out Bitcoin and crypto services. And we know that there are central banks around the world looking at CBDCs. Now, that's an inevitability. China's already started its real-world trials. Europe and North America have been making early salvos for CBDCs. We know, like, Ukraine have been implementing. We know that Germany are looking at it. There's big moves being made very fast, particularly CBDCs. But banks realise that sooner or later, especially their richer clients, need exposure to crypto assets. And that's why so many crypto custody services have been implemented. If you actually look last year, one of the Swiss banks opened up crypto custody services in like June or July, and in the quarter that they ended up, their profits went up 25%, which is staggering growth, especially during a time of economic turmoil. So banks it's an inevitability for banks, but some will be faster than others. I'm really interested to see. I'm really pleased to see that there are at least forward-thinking banking executives. It's nice to see. But yeah, what they believe, or the consultants that were led by Linda Paukzuk, the accountancy company Deloitte, said, "We've uncovered several findings that illustrate a seismic shift in financial services resulting from the evolution of blockchain-based digital assets." And it was bound to happen. I've been saying for ages it's bound to happen. But yeah, 10 years seems like more likely than 5, but it depends who's first movers. First movers in terms of the banking sector will be the ones that make the biggest profit. That's an inevitability. First mover advantage is massive. But the Bitcoin, the entire crypto market is worth over 2 trillion, and undoubtedly within the next, before the end of the year, it will be worth over 3 trillion, if not 4 or 5. Because even off of the basis of, let's say, Bitcoin hits 100 grand, all of a sudden you're adding another, what, basically doubling the market cap. So you had another 900 million. So it's basically on 3 trillion, 900 billion. Then you're adding another. So you're on 3 trillion, and then the others will grow as well. You know, Ethereum very possibly is looking around 10k. So Ethereum itself, you'll add another, another 700 million, basically, a little more, onto 700 billion, onto the market cap. So all of a sudden, just adding that on, you're on 3.6 trillion, and then all the others still will grow. So yeah, you know, 4 to 5 to 6 trillion is certainly what's likely. Everything's having a bit of a retracement, but all of it's a healthy retracement. Like in terms of coins that are having major losses, Zinfin, Solana, Terra, Telcoin, Audius, IOTA have had some of the biggest. But there's not actually, you know, there's not tons that are in the 10% bracket. And to be fair, the ones that are in that bracket all had quite dramatic gains over the 7 days and are sort of retracing on them anyway. Because Solana had this crazy pump up to, you know, $70+ in a really short space of time. Zinfin had a nice run as well. Terra. So all of it's very healthy. None of it's of any concern. But if you are new to crypto, then I could then people might be looking at it going, why is, you know, I thought we were in a bull cycle. Bull cycles have healthy retracements. It's just a fact. Like I said, even if you go back to when we were at the peak of it earlier in the year, you know, and Bitcoin flew up to 64 grand. You know, there were days where there was a couple big collapses, like 2 days back to back. It went from 57 grand down to 48. 9 grand retracements, quite dramatic. And these will happen. So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting because I've been checking out the news as well, and there's nothing FUD worthy, nothing that's going to shake the market up. No China stuff, no nothing. You know, there's a little bit of stuff about Coinbase issues for some customers. Saw that. But yeah, nothing. It's just healthy retracements. Like I say, I think there's a decent chance, not certain, but there's a decent chance we'll retest this 46 grand mark, this 200-day moving average. And if we do, I think we'll rebound off of it. It's a good line of support. It should be now presenting as a good line of support because it has been struggling. But even though I'm dipping below, it recovers. Dip below, recovers. So yeah, we'll see. As for Ethereum, I think Ethereum is just a beast. It's so far above the 200-day moving average at the moment. Yeah, I can't see Ethereum retracing down that low. Its sort of line of resistance is line of resistance in terms of going up has sort of comfortably been around this $3,320 mark. Its line of support pretty much seems to be about $3,011. Like that's consistently, that's sort of been the point that it drops to before recovery. So yeah, that might retrace down by another $100 or so. But yeah, it's all looking really healthy. The market is looking really, really healthy. I'm excited to see how everything plays out. Yeah, again, I mean, XRP, there's no way that's going to drop down to the 200-day. Just no way. 200 days there. And the line of support is around $1.10, $1.09. So, yeah, I'm really excited, guys. I'm really excited. And that is a big piece of news. Like, I know it's, and surprisingly, it's in Forbes. Forbes are usually so negative about crypto, but that is really, really good news. I know it's a couple of days old, but it's really good news. Yeah, how you guys feeling about the market? When do you think we're going to start kicking into major gear, full gear? Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, as always, check out Copy My Crypto. If you're new to crypto or you're not happy with your holdings, you want to check some other stuff out, you can see what I'm holding. You know, I did the spreadsheet so because you can see what the coins I've spoken about, or the first bunch when I started, along with Phantom, which was the whole Udemy course, you know, and that's 93x right now from when I did the course. And there are plenty of winners that can be picked. So if you want to see which winners I'm picking, check the link. Anyway, that's it. Take care.